Hello and welcome. Now in this video we are going to broadcast our Zoom meeting live inside of our Facebook group. And to do that we're going to click on New Meeting. And we're going to start a new meeting. So we're going to connect to the Zoom meeting room. We're going to join with our computer audio. We're now going to enter full screen. And one of the things we're going to do is we're going to use the connection that Zoom has through the webinar account, allowing you to connect direct to Facebook Live. And so to do that, you're going to go to this More button. Now again, you do need to have the webinar plugin available inside of Zoom to have these choices available to you. And what we're going to do is we're going to click Live on Facebook. And when we do that, Zoom is then going to connect with Facebook. And what we're going to do is we're going to select a specific group. And we're going to write the name of that group in. And we're then going to click Next. Now Facebook will stop the recording temporarily in order to connect with your room. And so what we're going to do now is connect the two between Facebook and your Zoom meeting room. Now this process can take time. And typically, what will happen is that Facebook will give you the choice between its live producer and the direct connection. Now, because we've already made the direct connection, we're going to dismiss this message. And you're now looking at the preview. So what you're going to do now is you're then going to post your live meeting. And so we're going to write in a message. And what we're then going to do is click Go Live. Facebook will request that we add a title. Once we do that, we'll then click Go Live. And what you'll then see is a preview, and you'll start to see Zoom making the connection between your meeting room and Facebook Live. Once this connection is made, you will then be live inside of your Facebook group. And what you'll notice then is that you will then be broadcasting live inside of your Facebook group. However, it's quite possible that you may not want to use that direct connection between Facebook and Zoom, and there is another way to connect to your Facebook group. You're going to go down to the bottom where you see those three dots again. What we're going to do is stop this live stream. When we do that, what we're doing is going back to the three dots, and we're going to see that there is a way to connect live on custom live streaming service. And that is the way that we are going to connect. However, we do have a multi-step process in order to do that. So what we're going to do here is stop the video, and we're going to visit a site, which is a paid service called Restream.io. Now, as of the recording of this video, Restream.io has a free plan that allows you to stream to your Facebook personal profile. It also has a paid plan that will allow you to stream to your public page, group, or personal profile. Now inside of Restream, if you have the paid plan, you can connect to your Facebook group. And to do that, we're going to click on Add Channel once we are inside of Restream. We're then going to look for groups and public pages for Facebook, and we're going to click this button. We're then going to make sure that we are logged into Facebook. And if we are, we're going to click this button that says Connect Facebook. Now, Restream will ask us to stream to something specific, and we are going to choose our Facebook group. Once we've chosen our Facebook group, we are going to click Save. And then our Facebook group has then been selected, and Restream will direct our live stream from Zoom to our Facebook group. But what we now need to do is we now need to connect our Zoom account to our Restream account so that it will make the connection. And to do that, we're going to go into a specific meeting or webinar inside of Zoom. Now, when we create this meeting, we are going to create it knowing that we are going to be using the Restream process in order to get it into our Facebook group. So once we've set our parameters, we're going to click Save. What's then going to happen is that our webinar will then be saved and it's ready for us to start it. However, what we're going to do is come all the way down to the bottom and we're going to click this tab that says Live Streaming. And once we get to this Live Streaming tab, what we're going to do is we're going to configure the live stream settings. Now, Zoom then wants the stream URL, the stream key, and the page URL where you will be watching the actual live stream to make sure that it is moving in the direction that you want it. So we're going to go now back to Restream to get all of that information, the URL, the key, and the live streaming page. And so we're going to come here to get the URL. We're going to copy it. We're then going to head back to Zoom. And we're going to place that stream URL here in the top section. We're now going to go back and get the stream key. Once we've done that, we'll then head back to our Zoom account. We'll then enter the stream key. Now the live streaming page URL, doesn't necessarily make a connection, but it will send us to a specific page so we can watch for our live stream. So what you want to do is you want to get the page where your live stream is going so that you'll be able to see directly if your stream is working properly. So we're now going to get the group URL and we're now going to head back to Zoom. And we're then going to enter the live streaming page URL. Once we've done that, we can then click Save. Now our live stream is ready to start. So we're going to click Start this meeting. We're then going to open up our Zoom meeting. We're then going to join the meeting with our computer audio. And at this point, we are then now working inside of Zoom, and we now need to look to make sure that we are connecting to Restream. Now, you're not yet going to be fully connected. And so what you're going to need to do is to go to your three dots. You're then going to go live on a custom live streaming service. Zoom will then enter into the custom live streaming service. But what you'll notice then is that the custom live streaming service brings us to the page that we specify. And this is going to be very important because now we'll know that our live stream is actually working and we'll be able to work from this perspective. We can now see our Zoom stream operating through Restream. So basically now what we can do is we can either share our stream or start sharing our meeting content. What we have done is we have now connected Zoom to our Facebook account, except that we did not use the native connection. We used a direct connection between Restream and Zoom. And this is going to be important because it's going to allow us to do multi-streaming in a later part of the course. Okay, so with that, thanks, and I'll see you in the next process.